Well, I had a nice, to get started, I had a very nice trip to Cleveland today, where Cleveland community opened the Medical Mart, which is, I think, a very positive step forward for the city of Cleveland. The situation there is that, as you know, Northeast Ohio is a very, very important, has a very important asset, namely the medical community, which is the Cleveland Clinic, University Hospital, along with the great university facility of Case Western, and of course Cleveland State. For them to be opening this medical mart, where they hope not only to display cutting-edge medical devices, but also to be able to recruit people in for meetings. It's going to be built in the downtown, and the community is united around it, and I'm really thrilled that I went there. I had a great time there today, and it's, I think, a significant step forward for the city of Cleveland, but I hope only a step, certainly not any destination, but to get off the dime and get moving and reach agreement among all the different parties. Very, very significant move, and hopefully will yield some very great things, not just for Cleveland, but for our state. So we had our first cabinet meeting yesterday, and the director of the EPA informed me that there had been a permit languishing for approximately 22 months with paperwork and questions being passed back and forth over and over again. Our new director, in a period of 48 hours, was able to resolve every issue, and today we're fortunate that he's going to be able to sign this permit and allow the company to go forward. What's interesting about the holdup, and the director will talk more about this, what's interesting about the holdup is that this will actually reduce emissions in the state of Ohio. But yet the EPA, which was in charge of environmental improvement, held the darn thing up for over 20 months. I mentioned in an earlier comment that when Director Nally came here from Indiana, where they had 800 permit backlog, and I raised the issue about the fact that we had an 800 permit backlog here. He didn't have the paperwork at the time, but apparently upon research by the Fourth Estate here, it's been uncovered that there's about a backlog of about 800 permits in Ohio. So we're 800, but we're now down to 799. But I think it's important to note that this idea that we want to move at the speed of business, that we want to protect the environment, but at the same time, we don't see that environmental protection is inconsistent with common sense and job growth, is illustrated here today. So when he sort of mentioned this to me yesterday, my ears immediately perked up, and I thought, wow, what a great opportunity to come over here and make a statement. You know, a lot of times it's promises. Today we're delivering on a promise, and I'm very excited that the director will sign this. The other thing I wanted to tell you is in terms of keeping our word. The director, along with David Mustine, with the Department of Natural Resources, and Jim Zeringer, the Director of the Department of Agriculture, went today down to Grand Lake St. Mary's in a coordinated fashion, and I think we would report that we have somewhat of a game plan in place, and I will let him discuss that as well. But at this moment in time, at least for this company, from Mingo Junction Energy, which is located in Jefferson County, and are they here? Are people here from this? You are? Is this a good day for you?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So it took us, what, 2 days to what you've been struggling with for about 20 plus months. So it's going to help you?
Fantastic.
Okay, great. So let's sign this thing, Director, and I'll look over your shoulder and...
Let me say word to first or sign?
Sign and then come over.
Let's do that. Oh God, let's get the work out.
All right, congratulations. Thank you.
Let me say a couple of words here. Again, my name is Scott Nally, and the governor has chosen me to be a change agent. And one of the things I'm going to do is help lead change. And obviously, he leads by example. He was in Cleveland today, and he'd asked 3 of his directors to go to Grand Lake St. Mary's, which we did this morning, and been there and back, dressed in the elevator to get ready for this. I know Clark Kent feels. That was a great meeting. It sent a very clear message that this administration is going to get things done, and we're going to get things done in a timely manner. And the meeting this morning, we had a presentation for several hours, and then there were some game plans discussed. And next week, as early as all our schedules will permit, we're trying to get things cleared out even Monday on a holiday, to try to get some things put together, because there are some decisions that need to be made timely. There are some things that will need to be done within a week, and let alone transition. We're in the middle of transition right now. They're not going to wait for us. And then we have other decisions that need to be teed up within 8 weeks. And again, it's not going to wait for transition. But anyway, we're here today for Silverstall and Wheeling and for Mingo Junction. Got a couple of reps here from each of them. Got Mr. Winwood and Mr. Smith, or Winland, I'm sorry, and Mr. Smith. And
Stevie couldn't make it today.
Stevie couldn't make it.
Stevie Winwood. I'll explain to you who he is.
And this is a great day. And I kind of explain what I consider my position here. My position here is to pull my team, competent team, together. And when there are impasses on permits or enforcement issues or compliance issues, sit down, listen, hear what the impasse is, and then let's get folks on the phone. In this particular case, there was about 27 issues that were out there still dangling on this permit that were taking a while to get resolved. I do understand environment. I come from Indiana, in which I was second there for environmental management. I understood the issues. So when the team explained them to me, we quickly boiled them down to 2. And then those 2 were going to take interaction from the businesses. So what did we do? Exactly what I should do. Exactly what Governor Kasich wants me to do. And let's get him on the phone right now. So we got him on the phone, and oh, by the way, when we ended up that phone call, 1 hour later, we had a permit. We had a permit that we had some red lines and a couple of legal folks needed to look at. This is like the day before yesterday. So actually last night we were ready to roll. That's the pace Governor Kasich wants me to move at. That's the pace we're going to move. I'm sorry it took too long. I'm sorry it took me to day 4 or day 5, I guess. It'll be quicker next time, I promise. Don't fire me my first week. I'm here to make a change. We're going to make changes. Now we're going to go right through them. Air, water, land, wastewater, wetlands, 401. We're going to talk with the Corps on 404. I've got meetings with the Corps. We're going to get some things done. This is a great day for Ohio. It's day 1 of this. For signing these things, we're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep rolling. So on that note, we're going to open it up for some basic questions, and we're going to call it a day.
Would any of you like to have anything to say here?
Any word? President?
I'll speak just real quickly.
Please.
Introduce
I'm
yourself.
over Wyndham. I'm the president of Silverstall Wheeling and also Silverstall Warren, and also the president of Mountain State Carbon, which is our coat picking facility. We've been working on this for seemingly 2 years, extremely hard. Today is one of the greatest days we've had. This is something good for business and extremely good for the environment. We could burn the gas, which is a byproduct gas from our coke making facility up at flare stack. We have permits to do that. But it was totally wasted. We had a cogen facility that was there and able to take this gas. So now we're taking that waste gas, burning it, and generating electricity that we can use at the plant and also put out to our constituents in our local communities. I mean, this is the kind of things that we feel we need to work with, and we deeply appreciate the governor and our new director being able to push this forward for us and get this done. So thank you very much.
Yeah, sure. Are you a Mingo Junction native?
I am. No, actually Columbian account.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you. My name is April Bott, and I'm actually legal counsel for Mingo Junction Energy Center. And I want to start by saying I really want to thank Governor Kasich and Director Nally for their leadership. What happened this week was tremendous, and what happened this week will be repeated over and over again in the state of Ohio. So for someone who practices here, and for someone who has an important project, I want to thank our partner Severstal for the hard work that they did this week as well. And also the division, Southeast District Office of Ohio EPA, the Director's Office here at Ohio EPA, and of course Bob Hodenbose's leadership, and Mike Hopkins, and the folks in the Division of Air. Thank you very much for being available, for answering our calls, answering our questions. This is a fantastic day for us. And Mingo apologizes, they're traveling, so they apologize that they couldn't be here. EPA acted so quickly, they couldn't get back.
Let me ask you a question, seeing as how I used to be a member of the press. So how does this make you feel as a citizen?
As I said, I mentioned to the governor when we started that I'm from Columbiana County. I'm born and raised here. I went to college here, went to law school here in Columbus. We have a fantastic state. We have fantastic natural resources in Ohio. We have a fantastic industry base. We have an amazing business base. This is a great day and a new start. And I'm really looking forward to being a part of it and to partnering with industry and business with Director Nally. And this is the first time we've met him. I'm excited that he's here. Thank you.
Thank you.